We would like to thanks to the juries and also the Daylight Academy for giving us the opportunity reconsider our work from a new perspective of daylight. We would like also to express my gratitude to the Logonstolder, so good friends and also colleague, for recommending us for this award. And then I would like to also thank our collaborators, Yoichi Tamai partners, and the staff at Atelier Bow-Wow, and the team at the Chair of Architectural Behaviorology at ETH Zurich, and also colleague at ETH Zurich. And also Yoshiharu Tsukamoto Laboratories members, and also Institute of Science Tokyo, as well as our friends and families. This award will put towards the future research and design project for better life on our planet. We promised.
In the late 1980s, when we were studying architecture, Tokyo was beginning to take on the appearance of an Asian metropolis, and was attracting global attention as an alternative to the cities from Western world. These urban conditions have not been achieved by the planning, but the past dependency brought by the World War II, the rapid reconstruction with limited resources was then followed by high economic growth in 1960s and 70s, resulted in a random cityscape. If we would work as architects in Tokyo, we wanted to discover what made the city so fascinating and the means to convey this to the world. That is where our urban research in Tokyo began. Made in Tokyo is a field study that identified Tokyo's dame no good architecture, hybrid structures which entangles adjacent environment into an urban ecological setting. We call this environmental units, where orthodox category of urban artifacts such as architecture, civil engineering, park, landscape design loses rigid boundaries. Dame architecture as collective might express a common sense embedded within Tokyo cityscape. Their diversity could not be fully captured by the architectural typology which we had learned in the school and requested an alternative theoretical framework which grasped urban and architectural ecology. Around the period, Gai House was designed in a densely populated residential area of Tokyo. It has a big roof above a small box, and the eaves are glazed to capture the light falling into the gap between neighboring buildings. The light from below through horizontal windows reflects onto a metal roof and fulfills the living room. It results a unique behavior of diffuse light that could only be experienced within this house. It was a reinvention of the window. 4 boxes gallery in the campus of Hoiskore in Krabbeshorn. It contains 4 boxy galleries, half interlocked into lower from top to bottom, creating a gap spaces to bring indirect light to the exhibition space. Rue Rivière apartment block in Paris reinterprets the repetition of French windows and balconies in order to accommodate the diversity of the livelihood behind the facade. Whilst this behavior of windows is shared across the Parisian streetscape, the random layout of balconies in varied sizes obscures the boundaries between households, creating a 3-dimensional neighborhood on the facade. Through those researches and design practices, we conceived the idea of architectural behaviorology, a framework that considers not only human behavior, but also the behavior of light, air, heat, vapor, and water, all governed by the laws of nature, as well as the behavior of buildings as types shared by a particular region or era. Although the principles of behavior, human habits, physical laws, and the cultural norms of buildings are unchangeable, it is possible to define the behavioral capacity and the interrelationship between them. As behavior is repetitive, a distinct rhythm can also be recognized in the behaviorology. The window design based on architectural behaviorology revives the value of windows, which had once turned into obsolete by the dissemination of glass curtain walls from 1970s. Windows where light, wind, and heat behave are inviting human behavior in response and acting collectively towards the outside through the repetition. No other element in architecture gathers such a diverse range of behaviors as a window. This discovery, overlapping with ethnographic interests, developed into window behaviorology, a study of windows around the world. Tsukamoto Laboratory of Institute of Science Tokyo have published a series of studies under the title of Windowscape, window behaviorology, which extracts window concept from the behaviors gathered at windows, the streetscape of windows, and the work of windows, which work together with craftsmen in manufacturing setting, and Nordic windows from early 20th century, which might be a gift for tonight's participants. Furthermore, the chair of architectural behaviorology at ETH Zurich, led by Momoyo Kaijima, compiled Swiss window journey by exploring the actor network of windows across Switzerland. Some projects treat daylight as a resource available in our own environment. Environmental Energy Institute of Science Tokyo, covered by solar envelope consisting of 4,000 PV panels, reduces 60% of carbon emission in compared to average laboratory facilities. Muginoko School is an alternative primary school for children who find it difficulties to attend conventional school. It operates by a welfare organization that has provided seamless care for children with developmental disorder and their parents, from early childhood through to adulthood. Rather than a school of square, discipline-oriented classrooms, where everyone faces the same direction and listen to the teachers at the front, like this room. This is a school where octagonal classrooms, in which it feels natural to gather in the center of the room to read books or make things while chatting, are connected diagonally. Large openings laterally set against the city grid bring enough daylight deep into the school, even during the dark and snowy winter. It's built in Sapporo, in Hokkaido, creating a diverse places with distinct characteristics in the school. Children find their favorite spots, and as they spend time there with others who also like those places, they become friends. Behavior is produced in between where behavior meets resources. As resources are derived from the earth, they should be equally accessible to everyone. Daylight is a prime example of this resource as commons. We wish to create architecture that makes it easier for people to access such shared resources. Thank you very much.